Hey guys, what is up? Devil0020 here, back from another video, and today I'm just going to be doing a pickup video. I've been away for the last 5 days, and I got really good pickups, some really good pickups. I was in Londonderry, I was in Ballymena, and I was in Polrain, and I visited charity shops, I visited CXs, and a couple of games while I was in all three cities. And yeah, I've got a really good haul. A lot of PS3 games this year. I go there every year. I go them places every year with my missus, and yeah, we always seem to bring at least something back. So this year I brought a lot back. My purse suitcase was absolutely fucking jam packed, full of games this year. So let's get started, guys, and let's start with the PS2 games. So first we have Kingdom Hearts 2. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while. It's been between the £10 to £15 range. And I've been like iffy of picking it up because I didn't really want to pay that price for it, considering you can get the first one a bit cheaper than that. So I've always been put off at the price range of it. So when I see it the other day for a tenner, I was just like, do you know what? I'm probably not going to see it cheaper. So I just decided to pick it up. I have no excuse now, and I really have to play the Kingdom Hearts games. I heard the third one is really good, and I really want to get around to playing Kingdom Hearts 3 at some point. So yeah. So next we have Transformers the video game, based off the movie, which the movie I absolutely hated, but the video game I absolutely love. I think Presidents had this back in the day, or we got a lend of this back in the day from a friend. I remember it being really fun, story being decent, the combat being pretty good. So yeah, I really have to play this at some point again. So next we have Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles. I actually bought this for Private Mittens because I already own this game. Hopefully he doesn't have this, or I will kill him. But yeah, I've not played much of the Uzumaki Chronicles. I remember these games being really expensive back when we had GameStop over here. I remember they were trying to sell the first one for at least £30. This was back when the PS3 was about 4 years old. So yeah, I found this really cheap. These games are really cheap nowadays. So if you are looking for them, you can go ahead and buy them. Yeah. I can't say too much more about it because I've not played the game, so moving on. So next we have one DS game, which is Diddy Kong Racing DS. I really love Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo 64, one of my favourite N64 games, so this was a no-brainer for me to pick this one up. I was quite surprised though to find out the Banjo and Conker's was actually missing from this, and when I did my research to look up why they were missing, I found out this game was scheduled to come out just before the acquisition of Rare to Microsoft. So yeah, obviously Microsoft took Banjo and Conker's with them, so they couldn't put them in this game. But they did replace Banjo and Conker's with Dixie and Tiny, which Dixie is from Donkey Kong Country and Tiny's from Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, there's not much difference in this version and the Nintendo 64 version. They did add a few new things, a few new characters, levels, a custom trackman editor, and personal icon creator and stuff like that. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same game. So if you're a really big fan of Diddy Kong Racing, then you pick this one up for the DS. So next we have Valkyria Revolution for the PS4. I bought this brand new in B&M Bargains, which I was really surprised to find this for a tenner brand new. They also did have some Xbox games and some other PS4 games as well, but this is the only one I really wanted for the PS4. So yeah, I really love Valkyria Chronicles. I really want to play this game. Haven't got around to even sticking it on yet. So yeah, I can't say too much more about it. And this actually did come with the soundtrack, which the Valkyria games usually have good soundtracks, so I don't tend to stick to the soundtrack when I listen to it. So next we have two PSP games, which the first is Dissidia Final Fantasy. This is just a mindless beat 'em up game. Pick your character, Cloud, Squall, Titus, anyone you want, and you just beat the other character to a bloody pulp. There's actually two of these on the PSP, and then there's one on the PS4. I heard the PS4 one's terrible, but I can still not get my hands on the PS4 one, which is really, really weird considering how bad it bombed. But yeah. So next we have The Third Birthday. This is a third-person shooter game. I've not played much of this. I've heard of it before, but I just never got around to playing this. I was actually quite surprised to find it on disc, because I think it's quite a hard game to find for the PSP. So yeah, it's a nice addition to my collection, and from what I played, it was actually really, really fun. So I will definitely have to get around to playing it a little bit more. So next we have GameCube. So first we have Final Fantasy, The Crystal Chronicles. I've heard of these games before, never played them before. I know there's one on the Wii which Private Mittens played. I don't know if it's similar to this one, or if it's a spin-off to the Crystal Chronicles games, or what it is. But yeah, this one's a basic RPG like every other Final Fantasy. You go around fighting monsters and progressing through the story. It's nothing different to the usual Final Fantasy stuff. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy, so I decided to pick it up. It was really cheap anyway, so even if I don't like it, I didn't break the bank with it. It was only something like £8. So yeah. So next we have Mystic Heroes, which you can tell straight away, even if I covered the KOE logo, that it was designed by the guys who made Dynasty Warriors, because the characters look like Dynasty Warriors characters. This actually is a story-based like fantasy game, fantasy RPG. No, not RPG. So it's like Dynasty Warriors, where it's a beat 'em up, but the characters are very cutesy looking. The voice acting's fucking terrible. I really wish I had some gameplay to show you for this game. But yeah, the game's not bad at all, to be honest, but it's pretty much just like every other Techno KOE game at the time, or KOE game at the time. So if you're in this Dynasty Warriors, maybe you'll enjoy it a little bit more than someone who's not. So lastly, for the GameCube, we have Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 2 actually cost me a lot more than 3 did, which I was really surprised at the price. I was pretty sure the third one would have been a lot more, but oh well. I love Resident Evil. I don't know why they just straight up ported these versions to the GameCube when they fully redone the first one for the GameCube, which is really, really weird. But I'm not complaining, to be honest. They're still really awesome games, and even in comparison to their PS1 counterparts, they're very, very similar. So yeah. So next we have some games that were bought for me by my missus while we were away. Valentine's Day was the other day, so she picked me these up. I was really surprised she found them, and I was really surprised that she paid what they were probably going for. She never told me what they were going for, but I'm guessing they were going for a pretty high price, because these are not cheap games. First we have Banjo-Tooie and Digimon World. I put say Digimon Monsters or Digimon World. Banjo-Tooie have been up for my N64 collection for a long, long time. There's not very many games on my N64 list now that I really, really want. That is one of the, I think that and Smash Brothers is two of the only ones I was after, so yeah, I just need Smash now. Digimon World I played back in the day, just a demo, but I really enjoyed the demo and I always wanted to pick it up. I managed to find the third one on disc only, which I was really disappointed at, because I really like to have the covers of the game as well, display them. But yeah, I'm really glad I got the first one anyway. They're very similar anyway, but the first one is the one I really, really wanted to play. So, yeah, great that I finally got it. So next we have a lot of PS3 games. Firstly, we have the Hitman, Absolution. Should we call it just the Professional Edition? Because I have no idea what to call this, Professional Edition or Collector's Edition. I've wanted this since it was announced. I really love Hitman Absolution, and when I seen this, I was just like, to prevent, I must have this. But unfortunately, when it came out, it was like 70 quid, and I was just like, nah. I think it came out in, what, 2013? Maybe it was 2014. Yeah, and by that time I didn't have I didn't have a proper job. I was doing like work placements and stuff like that, so no way I could actually afford this at 70 quid. So I had to let it go, and I was really disappointed. And ever since, I've not seen a copy of this or seen this. But now I have this in my collection. I'm really happy because how awesome does that look? I will probably leave him in the box. The box is a bit battered, but yeah, it's not in too bad condition. But yeah, love this. Great addition to my collection. So continue with the PS3 theme. We have Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2. Love these games to bits. Played them back in the day. I had to get rid of a lot of PS3 games because I was needing money, and I decided to start collecting for the PS3 games. So yeah, these were a must-have on my PS3 list. No Big Planet, Game of the Year edition. I did have the standard edition on this, but I seen this in a charity shop really, really cheap, and I just decided to pick it up. It was only $2.50, so I was like, why not? It actually comes with the Metal Gear Solid DLC, which is usually about 8 quid. So yeah, I'll just save me like 8 quid for a DLC, which I would have wanted to have. Ratchet and Clank Trilogy. I bought this out of game. Game is having a huge clearance sale on all the PS3 and Xbox games. I keep saying this every time I make a video on my pickups, but if you're collecting for the PS3 or the Xbox 360, go in the game and check the clearance because you do not know what you're gonna find. I picked this up for $11.50. It's usually 25 quid, so I was well happy about that. Sly Cooper Trilogy, picked this up from CEX, 15 quid, worth it. Love the Sly Trilogy. I really had to try and find them on the PS2 for my collection. Let's drop that. Next we have Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge collector of the Dynasty Warriors games, and I have to buy these. I'm going to try and buy them all for the PS3. Well, all the ones I can for the PS3. X-Men Destiny. Anyone who is probably thinking, oh, I remember hearing something about that game. Yeah, the game was practically using I think it was the Unreal Engine, without permission from Epic Games. So they had to recall all these games and then get rid of them. So whatever's out in the wild now is just whatever is left of these games. I seen this really, really cheap, and I was just like, I have to get this for myself because I really want to try it. I heard it's a terrible game, so yeah, I really want to try and see what it's like myself. But yeah, if you can manage to find this game, oh yeah, own this game, hold on to it. Next we have Eternal Sonata. This is also on the Xbox, but the PS3 version actually has exclusive content. I think they actually fixed it up, a lot of the problems that the Xbox had when they ported this over to the PS3. So what they did with Star Ocean, when they ported that from the Xbox to the PS3, they fixed a lot of the problems and a lot of new stuff into it. They had new playable characters, costumes, new quests, battles, events, and multiple endings, which I don't think was in the original version on the Xbox. So yeah, I heard it's really, really good. Gotta get around to play it. So next we have Demon Souls. I really want the box version of this, but every time I see the box version, when it comes to the strategy guide and stuff like that, it's usually about 30 quid. This cost me 15. I was just like, I don't really want to pay 15 for it, but I love the game, so why not? I love Demon Souls. I can't say too much about this game, so I will talk about this for hours on end. I love it. So yeah, it's a must-have for my collection. Even if I did not find the box version of it, that version will definitely suffice for now. So next we have Hitman HD Trilogy. I did have this when it came out, and I actually bought this the day it came out. But I obviously need the as I said before, I needed the money, so I had to get rid of a lot of games, and this was quite this was going for quite a good price when I traded in. So yeah, I got rid of it like an idiot, and I've not been able to find it until now. Paid a tenner for it, but it's worth it because all three games are really, really awesome. So next we have Armored Core Verdict Day, or Armored Core 5 Verdict Day. I love the Armored Core games. I've said this multiple times. I love my mech games. So yeah, there's a definite pickup for me. I don't think the online or nothing's still online for this, but yeah, it's still a fun single player game anyway. So next we have Cross Edge. I remember Private Mittens telling me about this game. I don't remember what he said about this game, but I remember he said he picked it up a long time ago. And I do remember seeing this in his collection when he was still over here, but I don't even remember him playing it or seeing him playing it. So yeah, I have no idea what this game is going to be like. I think it's a spin-off to Darkstalkers, because I can see Felicia on the back, and I can see Morgan from the Darkstalkers games in it as well. So yeah, maybe it's a spin-off to that game franchise. If anyone knows, let me know, because I have no idea. Next we have One Piece in the Middle World. I love the One Piece games. I love One Piece, but the problem with One Piece is it's too damn long. So I had to stop stop watching the anime. But the games are still really, really fun. The ones I have played with One Piece are usually the Techno Kyowa games. This is done by a different company, and I have no idea what kind of gameplay this is. So maybe it's very similar, but I have no idea, and I haven't had a chance to stick it on yet. So yeah, I'll have to give this a go at some point. So next we have Dragon's Dogma, Dark Horizon. I love Dragon's Dogma. Never got to finish it back in the day. But I do remember seeing Premons playing a lot of this, and he absolutely loves this game. So yeah, I really have to get around to playing this game again. I have to record footage for Premons for him anyway from this. So yeah, that gives me another reason to play it. So next we have Nier. This is getting quite a hard game to find on the PS3. I was surprised to actually see it, and I almost had a heart attack at the price of it. It was 25 quid, and I was just like, I don't even know if I want to buy this. I played it before, and I loved it, but at 25 quid, I was just like, damn, that's steep. That's a really hefty price to pay for a PS3 game. But I ended up paying it just because I did really want to play this game again and actually finish it this time. So yeah, I will definitely get around to playing this one again at some point. Oh. So next we have Skyrim. I'm not going to say too much about Skyrim. I found this in a charity shop for like, I think it was £1 or 49p or something like that. So yeah, not complaining about that price. Not going to say too much about it. Next we have Dishonored Game of the Year Edition. Finished Dishonored 1, never played any of its DLC. I absolutely loved this game. It was really, really awesome. I tried to play the game as stealthy as possible without killing anyone. It never worked out half the time, but yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this game. Really, really awesome. And now you can play it on the PS4 or the Xbox One because it's now being ported over to that. So next we have Steins Gate. I've never played this. I remember hearing about it, or I've heard about it. So yeah, I really have to get around to playing this one. I know it's sort of what you call those games, visual novel style games. I think it's supposed to be, but yeah, I know this is on the Vita. Is it Vita? It's on Vita as well. So yeah, I definitely have to get around to playing at some point. See what it's actually like. Last stretch. So next we have Under Night in Birth. Never heard of this one before. Found this a game. Beat 'em up. I really love my beat 'em up games, but I have no idea what to expect of this one. I have played a lot of beat 'em up games which look very, very similar, so like Arcana Hearts. It looks kind of like Arcana Hearts. But yeah, I picked it up. Random pickup. Next we have Legacy Warriors Dynasty Warriors 8, or Dynasty Warriors 8 Legacy Warriors, whatever way you want to put that. Yeah, another Dynasty Warriors game. My favourite characters in the front too. That's awesome. Yeah, if you're into Dynasty Warriors games, definitely give it a go. And lastly, we have I'm going to butcher this name by the way, guys, so I apologise. Ulterior Shally, Alchemist of the Dust Sea. Another random find in game. I couldn't find her. Sorry about that. Yeah, I heard the Ulterior games are really, really good. So it's one I really wanted to play, and yeah, I'm surprised I actually found one because these games usually go for quite a high price. So yeah, I'm really glad I found it, and now I can give it a go. So yeah, guys, that is basically. Oh no, actually, it's not basically everything. I also did get an HDMI. A Wii 2 HDMI adapter, which is that there, which lets me play the Wii in HD. Using normal means of the way I do with the PS2 never works because I think it has like some really weird video receiver or something like that. And I was reading it up. It's got some really weird thing which the video can't transmit into HD. So at least not from the wires. But anyways, I also got a PSP memory card which was 16 gig, I believe, which is really, really good for a PSP. I mean, I can play a lot more PSP games because I have a ton to play. But yeah, guys, that is basically everything. Thank you for watching. Stick around for more videos from me at Private Mittens when he's not too lazy to do one. I will definitely be covering another topic which I wanted to talk about, but because I was away at the time, I never actually, I wasn't able to make a video to talk about it. So I apologize if the next video is a bit late on it, but I will be talking about Nintendo Direct. So stay around for that, guys. I will see you next time. This is Devil0020's signing out. See ya.